Good morning, everyone. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This morning, I want to read you a scripture coming out of Matthew chapter 4. Matthew chapter 4, beginning at let's begin at verse number 3, but we'll highlight verse number 4. It says, during that time, the devil came and said to him being Jesus, during that time, the devil came and said to him, if you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become loaves of bread. But Jesus told him, no, the scriptures say people do not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. I'm going to read verse 4 again. But Jesus told him, no, the scriptures say people do not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. This morning, I want to remind you during this holiday season that it's not just natural food that we're looking for, natural food that we need. We need the bread that comes from God, the word that comes from God. The word that comes from God is actually the word that we're going to live off of. It's actually the bread that we're going to live off of. It's actually what's going to sustain us naturally and spiritually. Jesus, in the middle of his temptation in the wilderness, and he's been fasting for 40 nights, and the devil tells him, all you got to do is just turn these stones to bread. And then Jesus rebukes the devil by quoting Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 3. And he says that we don't live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. So today I just want to remind you that God is trying to talk to you. He does that in several ways, but I know the primary ways that God is speaking to us is, number one, by his word, by the Bible. In it is housed the words of God, the thoughts of God, the mind of God, and the intents of God. And you can use that to help sustain natural and spiritual life. But God is also talking to you inside. He's talking inside to you, in your spirit, in your heart. He's using the word in the Bible, and then he's speaking to you more detailed in your heart. So I urge you today, don't ignore the bread that sustains life. Don't ignore the bread that sustains life. It's not just the natural food that we need, but we need the words that are coming from the mouth of God. What is God saying to you today? What is God saying to you this month? What we need is the word that comes from God's mouth. Well, go out today and conquer your day. Don't let your day conquer you. We love you so much.